start with you, Martin. Okay.
Okay, you go ahead.
Yeah. So let's start with you. Yeah. So let's start with you, Martin. How was like the start of your year been?
Oh man, it's been great. You know, it's a new year. I always say new opportunities. Just more a blessing to be here and keep pushing and fulfill my goals and purpose. So you know, I do a lot of business and a lot of things are going well, and I'm very happy about what me and Tengol are doing with the Taste of Africa. So
Yeah. Now, so for those who do not know who you are specifically, like, can you kindly introduce yourself?
Okay. Yeah. So my name is Martin Chris Glin. Most of my life, I went by my middle name, Chris. But for business, it's Martin. So when I got to sign a check or somebody got to pay me, they got to put Martin on there. Make sure it's right. But what I am is I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I own several different businesses. And my life purpose and goal is to make people better mentally, physically, and spiritually. So I founded an organization, which I'm the president of, called Masternomics. And in Masternomics, what we do is we help people start businesses, right? So we show people how they can create their own economy and not have to work for other people and give all their time. So that's primarily one of the things that I do here in the United States. I live in Alabama.
Okay, amazing. So how about you, Tengol? Can you guys introduce yourself for those who might not be familiar with you?
Yes. I'm more like let me say an entrepreneur, but mostly in the business world. I do consultancy for entertainment and other businesses, people that want to get into a market that they are not familiar with, you know, because I'm well versed with contacts across the continent and even beyond. So I do kind of stuff like that. I also do artist management and concept, you know, development in terms of building a creative project to keep moving forward with the creative industry and any other business, you know, as well. So yeah, basically that's what I do, you know, as an individual or as an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Amazing. So you guys basically just came together to start, you know, the Taste of Africa. So can you like tell me what the Taste of Africa is?
Yeah. So like the name goes, I'm not sure it needs much of an explanation, you know, but for viewers on maybe for the layman sake, who still need to get a proper understanding of what we do. The name defines itself. You know, we said the Taste of Africa, and the taste, you know, necessarily not being food and all that. And what we saw is, you know, Africa as a continent is beginning to consume what it does not produce and to consume what it doesn't even have any clue of. And so in doing so, and that is because we lack visibility of what we do as people. And and that is because we haven't fully accepted ourselves. I don't know what is the cause, but we kind of look ourselves as mistakes. And like Chris was saying, spiritually, the universal force does not make mistakes. You know, once you have an existence, there's a purpose for that existence, and you have to ask yourself and live fully to that, you know, of you, so you can really understand your purpose on earth. And that is what we have failed as people, because we've decided to look at ourselves as mistakes, and it is really eating into us so much that we are beginning to feed us as people. So we set up the Taste of Africa to really project African culture. Our taste has been it food, fashion, music, entertainment, everything of us as people. And so we can really know who we are, accept ourselves, and live as we, as, you know, people. And that is what, you know, the project is all about. You know, it is simple as that.
Yeah. Before we go right into, like, you know, everything Taste of Africa, I would, you know, it just makes me wonder. Martin is like in the States and you are in Ghana. How did you guys establish this, you know, work relationship? How did it like all come about? So I think maybe Martin should like answer that first.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's I always laugh when I hear that question. Really how we came about it's really through love, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because honestly, it wasn't really a great business deal how we met, but Tango went out of his way and found me, because I didn't know Tango. I've never met him in person. We met through a mutual friend. And honestly, like I said, we done some business, but I was in the blind. It didn't go well. I was like, whatever. Me, I love Africa. I love African people. I've always had a desire to have some connection and do some type of business, some trade with people on the African continent, And so Tango, like I said, Tango is the type of guy, he's a determined person. But what I love about him is he's purpose driven. So his purpose really is not just to make money, it's for the cause. So Tango found me. I don't know how he got my number. He called me. He was like, look, man, I know this didn't go well, but this is what I'm about. We can do this. Long story short, we talked. It ended up turning to about an hour and a half conversation. And we was like, man, look, we can really build something. And, a lot of brothers here in America, like, they don't have no connection over there, you know what I'm saying? And it might be the same way over there also. And so we just got to come up with a way to connect this. And music is one of the greatest ways. So that's really how we connected.
Amazing. That's such an amazing story, and it's very inspiring. But for you, Tengol, how long have you guys been, working on like this, project, Taste of Afrika?
Well, it's been a while now, a couple of years now that we've been doing this, and I would say the dream is been with us since birth, but I would say officially it started somewhere 2018, 19 thereabout. But like Martin was telling you, it wasn't of a great business, and that is because there was a loss of connections and there was misinformations that wasn't going well. And I'm the kind of guy that I'm a man of my word, and I don't like people getting involved in something that I'm involved with that is not going well because of a third party, communication and all that. So I needed to him personally and let him know, this is the reality on ground. This is how this is going to be, and it is business. And we make sure that whatever that your involvement or your part of it, it doesn't go completely as a loss for you. No, there's a bigger picture, to this that we can really work together to make it happen. And that was when this whole thing began between me and him personally, as sort of the third party, which is all of us, our mutual friend. And it's a good guy, but sometimes when you have a dream and people are not translating it in the right form, it becomes difficult for third parties to really buy into or even understand it fully. They might just take a glance of it and catch one or two stuff, but they can't see the full picture of it, and it is a bit difficult. So we've been running this, we've been back and forth with a couple of stuff and all that, with other celebrities, from the state that we kind of built up to as well, which we wouldn't even touch base on now. But that has been our journey so far. Moving forward from here. So this is just more like a new era for us, and to evolve and also to spark all, the projects and all the conversations that, we had previously, and to make it a great success this time around.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it's actually a new era for you guys. But for I want to ask Martin specifically, you are like an African in the States, and it makes me wonder what makes you so interested and invested in like this movement, which has now become the Taste of Afrika. Mm-hmm. What specifically is like that passion, that drive that makes you invested and interested in this movement, which has now become the Taste of Afrika?
Right. Great question. I think a lot of it for me, it was from my upbringing and my personal experiences. So unlike, well, most people, as we said, Black people in America, they don't have any connection to Africa, right? Yeah. And honestly, it's really no fault of our own to an extent. Well, nowadays it is, but we know it was purposely done. So we always, through the media, we always see like a negative perception of Africa. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I had an older brother. He done a lot of work in Africa. He's lived in Africa. He's been through part of a lot of organizations. So, you know, it always informed me of the real deal. It was like, man, look, they're not savages. They're not running around with bones in their nose. It's like, stop watching those crazy movies and believing what Hollywood said, right? So, you know, I'm a student of history. So I studied the culture. I studied how we got here in America, how my brothers got into Jamaica. So, you know, I studied the whole history of the slave trade and things of that nature. But long story short, you know, we know Africa birthed everything, civilization as we know it. And so, but being here in America, there's so many of us that don't know that. And so I'm like, man, look, if we would learn our history, like our future would be a lot better, because we would understand how we got in the hood, how we didn't create the ghetto. These were things that were created to keep us down. So that has always been, it's been a lifelong passion for me to get back to the roots. And then when I got deeper into business, I would say, man, if I got the opportunity, I want to help brothers over there and at the same time help brothers here, right? And we could connect economically, man. There's really no limit to what we can do. So that's where my passion lies.
Yeah, and you know, it makes me also wonder why do you think, especially for Africans in the diaspora, why do you think it's important that we, you know, continually and, you know, consciously have these kind of conversations? Why do you think it's very much important?
Man, like it's well, because there's a concentrated effort to keep us separate. See, there's a concentrated effort to make us feel like we're not the same. You see, but the reality is, it's one culture. You know, like Tengol says all the time, it's one culture with diverse presentations, right? So whether we like it or not, here in America, when you hear rap music, hip hop music, the drums you're hearing is Africa, right? It's just somebody told us, oh, we're different. But guess what? Like, you guys over there, y'all love the artists from over here. You see what I'm saying? You love the entertainment. You really loving yourself. You really see yourself in, you know, Black Americans or African Americans, right? It's just people have told us that we're different. So to me, it's extremely important for us to say, look, we're one and the same. We really, a lot of us have the same problem, and the same problem is it's an identity crisis that we're struggling with, you know? So, I mean, this has to be done. The Taste of Afrika has to be done.
Yeah, and I know one of the things I really love about the Taste of Afrika is the fact that you guys are using music as a, you know, as a unifying element that is like you know, music to connect and, you know, join you know, even Africans in Africa and like Africans in the diaspora. But, you know, I would like to ask Tengol, why music? I mean, it could have been fashion or like through arts and crafts or something of sort. Why music?
Yes, well, this is a great question, you just presented it as it is supposed to be. The reason why it's music, like I always said, and which Martin knows, our language and tribal, you know, differences have failed us as people of the continent. But the music always connected together, whether we understand the lyrics of the music or not. Once you hear the sound, you know, the melodies and the rhythms of the music, we get connected. You know, we get hyper, we get inspired, we get motivated, and we get moving forward. And that has kept us all this while, and also survive our brothers in the diaspora. You know, like Martin said, that is our ancestors. You know, that was the only thing that kept them alive and surviving in all those plantations, you know, till today that Martin, you know, is alive sitting here with us, you know, talking. And that is the music. That was the only surviving stuff. And it was communication to us. It was information to us. It could have been fashion, like you said, it could have been anything at all. But the music has become a universal to us as an African people. And what they are using to separate us is our languages. You know, it is our tribal differences, and that is what is holding us. But if we can use the music, like Martin rightfully put it there, we only have one culture. You know, we have a diverse presentations of it because you live in Nigeria, and the environment in Nigeria have influenced you in a way to present the culture in that environment, you know, form. And I live in Ghana. I'm also presenting the same culture because of the environment, I found myself, which is Ghana. And Martin is in the state. He's also have the same, culture in his DNA, and also presenting it because of the environment, he's in. So, and if we can use the music to connect ourselves, which is already working for us, which is already bringing us together, is bringing us joy, and is bringing us inspiration that has kept our ancestors alive till today. Why not music, which that vibrates everywhere? There's nowhere when you are going through, music can help you kill yourself. Music can help you be happy. Music can help you overcome your sorrows. Music, can help you succeed in life. And you can see the power of music. And I always tell people, if we really can define music as the word goes, which is the M-U-S-I-C-I-C, then you will see that it's more than the word just M-U-S-I-C, because the M stand for something, the U stand for something, the S stand for something, the I stand for something, and the C stand for something. But do our musicians, understand that? Do they know all this? And if we have to define it, and those are the codes that the likes of Bob Marley use, that keeps their music till today, and even in the future generation, they'll still listen to Bob Marley music. And one of the few things, I will add to this, why we are purposely using music, because the new generation is becoming corrupt with the culture. Because our music, like I said, was supposed to send us information, was supposed to keep our cultures alive, was to keep our identity strong and alive. But now it is not so. So look at us in Africa. We sit here, we make music videos. You are in Nigeria, your money is Naira. I'm in Ghana, my money is Cedi. And it is very, difficult and very ashamed to watch a music video from Nigeria and the guy is showing dollar. Meanwhile, there's Naira in his pocket. The food they are eating on the scene, they just use Naira to go and buy, the food. And you are busily marketing, someone currency. Even the currency you are using in the video is even fake dollars. And that is a disrespect, to us as an African people. And so we wanted to use the music so we can really change the narrative, let our people, the creative people say, you have the power. You are more powerful than anybody at all, on this earth. And music is the vibration of everything. If music cut away from us, we will all die. And that's the fact. Every human being will die. If music cut away from us, that means there will be no air, there will be nothing, because the air we breathe is music. Those are rhythms. And that's how we get, the music from. The water we drink is music. The waves, are vibrating sounds. So we needed to use music because it's the vibration of everything. So we can communicate our story. We can retell our story as an African people, and to also build on our identity, as an African people, so we can have an economic power, like Martin always say, and that is what we are lacking. We need that power, and if we are able to position our music well, we will have that power that we're looking for as an African people, wherever we are, either in the continent or wherever we find ourselves across the world.
Amazing. It makes me I just find this very interesting. I kind of feel like more than ever before, especially African music has reached a global scale, with genres like Afrobeat, Amapiano from South Africa, and all these amazing genres coming from Africa. But I would like to get your thoughts, Tengol. What are your thoughts on the globalization of African music? What it is now.
Yes, what it is now, it is on a good position, but it needs a unified front. We need to start accepting each other, as an African people, whether you've been from the north, the east, south, west, or central Africa. That is what we need to open ourselves to each other, so we can really, exploit that to our own benefit. It will be very great, if I am making all the cities, from Nigeria, from, South Africa, from maybe Central Africa, East Africa, and all that, through the creative music, and all this money is coming to me in Ghana, and the same thing that is, vice versa all throughout the countries. Imagine how powerful we'll be as an African people. Like, it says the Nigerians have done, their bit. They've done a great job, in pushing in every hole, whether good or bad, they enter to make sure the music, go. And that is what we all as African people, we all need to do. But where we are now, we have to kind of kill our language barriers and kill our tribal differences, so we can accept each other as people. It doesn't matter whether I understand the music or the lyrics of the music or not. Just accept the sound. Once you accept the sound, let's start, kind of accepting different sounds into our culture. Like I said, the culture is one, but it has a diverse presentation. We need to accept those diverse, no judgment, no condemnation, and I'm sure we'll be able to go. But we have condemned ourselves so much that someone from Ghana, oh, he's a Ghanaian. I'm not a Ghanaian, I'm an African man. I just find myself in the center of the world, and this side of me, wherever I come from, if I find myself in Nigeria, that's where I belong. If I find myself in Kenya, that's where I belong. And we need to accept and we will be able, to do great with our creative industry if we can work it on that level.
Amazing. So this question is for you, Martin, because you've been in the States and you are still in the States. How do you, what are your thoughts on, African music, in the States?
Well, yeah, the thing is, I guess it's all how you look at it. So me being a lover of music, I've been involved in music for over 20 years, from entertainment to the production to promotion. So I love music, right? And so like Tengol was saying, music is really about messages. So we only hear here in America what these major stations and companies give us, right? So they're giving us a perception of African music. But what I love about today in this society, we can experience the whole diversity of, African music, from the hip hop to the traditional music. And we can really tell our own story, right? So that's what I love about the Taste of Africa. It's really about us giving opportunities to people all throughout the continent of Africa, right? Who have more than just the hip hop that they want us to hear, with the message that they just want us to hear. We can control our own narrative. We can tell our own story. So, I love music in general, and I love just traditional, African drums and things, but I'm a lover of hip hop. I was raised here in the South of the United States. I love it, but I've always been a person that loved the artists here that had the message, right? So when I was little, we had KRS-One. When I got older, we had Tupac. These were always people who they had some connection to the source, which was still Africa, right? But we got to tell it, through our experience here in America. I don't have the experience that you guys have there, right? But it's the same culture, but it's the way we're presenting it. I got to present it from this American perspective, from what happened to me and my ancestors through slavery, right? But the source was not slavery. The source was Africa, right? So that's what we're connecting with. We're showing that we're really all connected. And we really got the same common enemy. Common enemy, So.
Yeah. So this will be the final question. I know Taste of Afrika is currently working on an album titled People Beyond Greatnes. How is that coming for you guys?
It's coming along great. It's a process. Tengol will go deeper, but the whole concept is, like we've been talking about, we're one people. So, for my brothers over there, we're one people. I see you as the same people, right? And I hope, you all see me as the same. So, it's one people, and then what it's about is our diverse presentations of music, the genres, the hip hop, the R&B, the traditional African, to bring us together, right? And we could bring it together, this movement, to have this compilation of artists from all over Africa, all the 54 countries there, to all come together as one. Taste of Afrika is about using a platform to create a source of one. Like Tengol said, a lot of us here in America, we don't comprehend, a lot of our people don't comprehend Africa is a continent with a bunch of countries and tribes. They programmed us to think it's just one place. So, y'all brothers there, we got to have something to bring y'all together, and then we can connect directly with y'all. We got to stop this divide and unification. That's what this project is about.
Thank you. Yes,
Martin,
you hit it right in the nail. I don't even have to come in for editing. That's exactly what it is. Yes, that's exactly what it is. So yes, that is it, and that is what the album is all about, bringing us together. Like he said, we are one people, but we all have individual greatness. Like you are hosting us today. That is your greatness, and this is our greatness. But once we are here all together, you can see our individual greatness coming together to create something more greater. And we are going beyond our individual greatness to a much greater stuff, because you have decided to bring your greatness to our greatness, and we can go beyond, that our individual greatness. And that is what the album is all about. One people beyond greatness, to come out with whatever greatness you have in you. It has been your music, your craft. We also have, our greatness in presenting that your works, to the world. So when you bring it, we also present it. So you bring your greatness, we add our greatness to it, and we can all go beyond greatness. We can own, the economic power that Martin always, say, and that is what we need. That is what we need. It's about time we use our works to market and promote ourselves instead of promoting other people, promoting other businesses, and that, that doesn't benefit us from nowhere. We don't even know anything. We have to stop being consumers, but providers. We have to provide, what we consume, not consume what we don't provide. And it's about time. And that has entered into our music. Like I said earlier on, everything about our music, which I won't mention any brand name, you watch our music video, you see that, there are other brands, they talk about stuff that is not African. It has nothing to do with African at all. And the most painful thing of it all, these brands don't even know them. These brands don't know them, and this brand have no dealings, no business dealing with them, and we are marketing them for free. Meanwhile, your brother, your neighbor, that's something. He has something that he's doing, and he need that platform. So if you can add his greatness to, your greatness, imagine where we'll be. We'll have some economic power that we can all do to make ourselves, better. So that is what we are saying, and that is who we are as the Taste of Africa. Projecting Africa, living Africa, eating Africa, sleeping Africa, walking Africa, dying Africans. That's what it is. Entertaining Africans. Anything about Africa is what we are, and not only the continent, but wherever we are as people, because we are the vibrators of this earth. But it's about time we vibrate positively, for our own benefit, not vibrate, to benefit others when we are hungry. It's so painful,
So I think that'll be all for now.
Martin was touching on something which I know he will also go, much into it. He will touch base on it a bit, before we even call it a day for him and a night for us. This is how the universe works, a day for him and a night for us. Yeah. So, one of the stuff that we also building a community, which is called Plug 54.5, but Martin will touch base on that, because that is one of a project that we're looking to have a social platform, but I will leave that to Martin, to just touch a quick, base on a bit, so we can call it a day for him and a night for us.
Okay.
Yeah. So Plug 54.5. The concept is to have a platform, right, that's specifically directly for Africans on the African continent, right? So we can connect all 54 countries in the 5 zones. This is a platform for entertainment, for business. There's no reason that, Africans, people that are on the African continent, have to outsource things and can't work with other Africans, right? Just because of, like Tengol was saying, country or language barriers, right? There's other outsourcers have no problems coming to the continent of Africa and utilizing the resources. So it's just a platform where we can socialize and network. Most of all, do business, trade, build relationships with one another, right? And this turns into money. Money is very important. It's how we all take care of ourselves, right? Yeah. And so this platform that's in the process of being created, this is going to be a social media platform, online, and an app to connect, all of Africa, so we can do business amongst one another.
Interesting. Well, we cannot wait for everything to be unveiled, including this app and the album itself. I'm specifically excited about the album, for it to drop. So yeah, I know it will be good, and it will. It's something that should resonate with Africans in the continent and even Africans in the diaspora. So it's something we are all anticipating.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like us on social media, YouTube, Taste of Africa. Tengol, if you can give them the email address.
So
for artists, you can send your music.
people, if you want, you have more, you want more, you want to know more information about us, you can send us an email at thetasteofafrika@gmail.com or info@thetasteofafrika.com. Or you follow us on all our social media platform, which is the Taste of Africa. Our Africa is, AFRIKA, not CA. So you follow us on our social media platform, even check us on YouTube. It's the Taste of Africa TV. We'll be presenting everything there. And also to let you know, we are also working on a festival in the law. It is called Cultural Oneness. Like all that we talk about, talking of the culture being one, culture being one, culture being one. We're looking at having, such, festival also coming in called Cultural Oneness Festival. That, we'll be having that, probably we might have the first one in the state and, do same, across Africa. So we can get to understand each other and know that we only have one culture with the diverse presentations of it. So we can dialogue on it and, project it as one culture for ourselves and the next generation to come and meet it as it is, and they can also benefit from it. So this is what the things will be doing and a lot more. So you just be on our case, follow us on social media platform and any other information you're looking forward to see. Yes, it will be available there for you to know. You can hit us up, like we said, send us an email. If you're an artist also watching this or, seeing this, maybe you get this news, whatever the source may be, just hook us up, send us an email and send us your works. And let's listen to them. Martin is there. He has been a music executive for over 20 years. So you can imagine the experience. So we'll listen to them and we see how best we will be able to work together as people, to move ourselves forward. Yes, thank you so much. And bless.
Thank you so much, Tengol. Thank you so much, Martin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.